Hello everyone, Curtis here from Breaklight Productions, bringing to you another suggested music video for me to react to. This time it's for STARBE, Time to Fly. Let's jump on into it. Oh. Very nice slide in. Oh, that's cool. Very cool motion blur effects. Ooh. Okay. Awesome push in there. Okay. Some really interesting lighting setups in this. Ah, cool parrot shot. Every shot's moving as well, which is great. Perfect edit there. Cool edits. Perfectly matching with the choreography. Great work. Changing aspect ratio. That was interesting. They've done it a few times now. Yeah, there goes the aspect ratio again. That is so interesting. It's like the second video we've watched on this channel that is changing aspect ratios. Really cool. Love that silhouette shot. And you'll notice every single shot I liked. That one, that one, that one. Yeah, wow, this is really fucking cool. Yeah, the silhouette is so cool. I've almost forgotten about the dude that was tied to the chair at the start. I'm like, is that coming back? Oh. Oh, they're gonna play Xbox. Oh no, don't break it. Just turns out to be an advert for for PlayStation. I would low-key love that. That neon shot's awesome. Awesome. Hell yeah. So, oh no, just the logo. Cool. Where are they from? Wait, let me just have a little. Oh, they're an Indonesian girl group. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, sick. Because I think so far we've really just reacted to when it comes to like the sort of you know, pop groups. It's really just been K-pop and J-pop. So yeah, seeing some Indonesian group pop is awesome. Yeah, really love that. So yeah, let's break it down, hey? So we start off, I was immediately like, especially since the music video I reacted to right before this was the Lamb of God one. I was like, oh shit, is this another horror one? Because it just starts with a dude tied to a chair. I'm like, oh damn, I'm on a roll so far with the horror ones. But yeah, like it really interesting setup. And like, okay, so let's say you're a band or you're a cinematographer or whatever. So you could be either side. You could be the client or you could be the person they've hired to make it. You have to grab people in the first 10 seconds. Like, these days, unfortunately, people have very short attention spans and there is so much content. I mean, this channel has shown to me this fact beyond a reasonable doubt of like there is so much content being pumped out every day that like there's no way you can get through it all. Like when I started this channel, I was sort of like, oh yeah, you know, I could watch whatever music videos I want to, and like, you know, people will suggest ones and blah blah blah. I see music videos get uploaded that people haven't recommended, but that I'm like genuinely interested in because they look good, or you know, they're a band that I love, and like I've got like a backlog of I think like over 20 of those where like because it's not just oh Lamb of God, you know, uploaded a music video today. There's like 10 music videos that I want to react to that all upload within 24 hours of each other, and it's like, oh, like how I can't do all of these. Like it would literally take me uploading to this channel like 3-4 times a day to get through all of the music videos that like I want to cover, like not even things other people have suggested to me, just like what I'm genuinely like wanting to talk about. And it's so that is why it's so important to be when you're creative, making these music videos, first 10 seconds have to grab people. Like they are going to, if they get 10 seconds in and they're not interested, they've already scrolled off, they've already clicked onto the next video, they're gone. And once they're gone, you're never getting them back. They're never gonna go, oh actually maybe I will watch that. Nah, they're gone. So I love that this opens like with this dude tied to the chair, because it's not brought back really at all, you know, visually anyway. Like it might have connection to the lyrics they're saying, but visual wise it's pretty much just in the intro and that's it. But I'll tell you what, it fucking grabs you. You're like, oh, you know what's happening here? Like it's immediately a mystery we want to solve. Obviously, yeah, the lighting on him, I mean, oh, it's like every K-pop and J-pop music video where like every single scene here I could probably make a 10-minute video alone on that scene. So I'm gonna try and be like as brief and just talk about the ones that I really want to talk about. I will just quickly say though that camera work, always moving. We've seen this in K-pop, we've seen this in J-pop. Keep that camera moving. It is doing like full rotations around the front of the group. It's doing push-ins, pull-outs, you know, tilts, angles, whatever. And then backing that up with just great editing that not only matches the cinematography and the flow of the song, but the choreography as well. Like they time it perfectly on some of these edits where it's just really fucking dope. So now let's talk about some of the specific scenes I want to talk about. First off, this silhouette shot. Gorgeous. Probably, in all honesty, my favorite scene in this whole music video. Because it's just so crisp. And yet this is so simple. All they've got is red lighting behind them. And then through the windows on that door behind them, some orange lighting. Nice, like, obviously those colors that are basically next to each other on the color spectrum, but it still gives a nice bit of like a bit of difference, you know, because it is such a sort of yellow light. And that is contrasting perfectly with these dark shadows that basically are on the pillars, on the walls sort of closest to camera, but then also like they are entirely silhouetted, and I love it because it puts more emphasis. Like if I play this out a little bit, it puts so much emphasis on their movement, and I love that fact. Like it takes away from you looking at their face, looking at what they're saying or anything like that, and it just says, watch this dance move. And it works so well. What I also love is how shiny this floor is, which I know sounds ridiculous, but like look at it. The fact that you get like that yellow window reflecting off of that floor helps silhouette their legs as well. So like they're entirely silhouetted. Whereas if it was a non-shiny floor, it's more than likely that floor would be more shadow, especially like close towards camera. And so you would just lose their legs. And again, in this shot, the thing they want to emphasize is the dancing. So you need the full body if you're going to show a bunch of dance moves. As you can see, I'm a professional. But yeah, so super cool there. And then obviously they have this same scene where they then front light them with some white lighting. Super clean. Awesome. I'll also give a quick shout out. There's a bunch of VFX throughout this. Great work on the VFX. There was nothing that looked bad or like out of place and stuff. Like all of the floating cards and chess pieces looked genuinely good. Outside, the balance lighting is just chef's kiss. Mwah! Chef's kiss. And what that means is that they've probably got some diffusion over the top, bringing down the harshness of that sun, and then they've probably evened it out with either a bit of, bounce, or they've got a strong light that they're using to sort of even it out. Because this shot where like she's in the blue dress sort of on the floor, like that is so evenly lit, it's insane. Yeah, that's phenomenal. But even like, yeah, like when she's chucking the cards, like look at that shot. Like there's not a shadow in any like area, and yet it's like it looks like it's midday sun. And so that's wild. Like that is, again, when you have the proper gear, you can nail this, like, with some diffusion and some lights in the right place. 100%. What else do I want to talk about? Let's go with the pretty, like, neon lights and stuff. So there's a few spots that have these things, but I'll talk about this yellow lit one. So some of you who have watched this channel before probably know what I'm about to talk about, so feel free to be like, oh god, this again. But if this is your first time, how are we seeing those lights? Well, it's because of the haze. So they've pumped this room with haze, which you could sort of see floating throughout the shots. And for some people who may not realize, a haze machine is basically it's a smoke machine. It's just sort of most of the time on set you call them like haze rather than like, hey, fill it with smoke, because sometimes people get confused by that. But yeah, so the reason you use haze on your film sets is so that you can actually see the light rays physically in camera. Because otherwise, if you just take a light, like let's say the light that's on me now, sure, you'll get, like, if I had a camera off to the side here, you'd get like a little, actually, oh, this will be easier anyway. So I got this, right? I don't have haze in the room, so all you can sort of see is the glow. I'll make sure that you can actually see what I'm talking about. Let me check my camera. Yeah, here we go. So all you can sort of see is a very faint glow around this, and obviously where it's hitting, like it's hitting me on the face, it's hitting over there, blah blah blah, right? If you pumped this room full of haze, you would actually see that light ray. Now, because this is a very low power LED, it wouldn't give much. But the stronger the light source, the stronger the beam. And even with something like that, you would still see that cone. And yeah, so it's really, really interesting. That's why whenever you watch horror movies or detective shows or whatever, and they've got that classic shot of the torch, the person's exploring a dark room and they bring out the flashlight and they're looking around and you see that beam of light that, just goes through almost like a lightsaber. That's because of haze. If you didn't have the haze, you would just have a little bit of glow around the flashlight and then the spot where it's hidden on the wall. You wouldn't have that, like, that cone of light traveling from point A to point B. So yeah, super, super cool. I always advise, if you're wanting to do music videos or short films or whatever, one of your first purchases, and it doesn't have to be a fancy one, just go out and buy a smoke machine. Like, I got my first smoke machine for $20. Like, you can find really cheap ones. And and just have a play, see what your lights do. What else can we talk about? Okay, this, I don't even know what to call this. The creepy forest shot. That's what I'm gonna call it. Love it. So you've got all of the little, like, tree bits around, but then you've also got this sort of sun backdrop, which could honestly be like I don't know. It's, yeah, I guess it would be a backlight, but I'm trying to work out how they did it. God, I'm like trying to, it literally, it's like every K-pop video where the shot stays for like 2 seconds and I'm like, let me have a look. Um, yeah, that is really hard to say how they've done that. Um, it could just be a very unique light. It could be that that entire background is a uh what do you call it, backdrop, so a giant piece of material, and they've darkened the rest except for that one circle, and then they're blasting light through it so that there's gonna be less light going through the darker parts and more light coming through that part that you've left clear. That could be how they've done it. But I also love the fact that, yeah, they've gone really like one directional front lighting on her. Like, it's not perfectly lit, and I think that suits the vibe more. But they've also made sure that that front light somewhat matches the color of the light of that sort of sun behind her, which, yeah, really, really cool. Now, another important thing, and I said it during the music video, was that every single shot here, they have eye lights. Eye lights are so important. They are the window to the soul, and if you want people to connect with your artist or whatever, you gotta have eye lights. And basically, for those who may not know, eye lights are that little twinkle of light in the eye, which, yeah, you just get if you basically put any form of light in front of the artist. What else can we talk about? There is so much here. Like, we've got some parts that obviously have like overlay. Oh, yeah, actually, I completely... Oh, my God, there's so much to talk about. Okay, changing aspect ratio. That is really cool. That is something we've only seen done on one other music video on this channel, and that was, I want to say, one of the Warning music videos. But with that one, it was a gradual, like, starting really cropped, and then slowly over the duration of the song, it widens and widens and widens. This, it goes in and out and in and out, and it's fascinating. And again, this, like, people, we're working with music videos here. Like, you can do whatever the hell you want to, and it like, it could just work. And like, what I feel works here and why they've done it that way is that they've gotten rid of some of the because a lot of the shots during when you have those black bars are sort of just more of the like beauty shots and stuff, and like close-ups and that. So what I suspect is they've like added those bars to basically get rid of dead space. And what I mean by dead space is basically like, you know, there's nothing interesting or happening or anything that you want the audience to look at in those parts of the frame. That's why, you know, you have aspect ratios. Like, it's, you know, sort of not just a, you know, based on what people are going to watch it on a TV or whatever. It also comes into play of like, well, what do you want people to see, you know? And so, yeah, they they get rid of that dead space for a lot of those close-ups and such, so that you're looking more directly at, like, you know, what they want you to see. And then it widens up again when it becomes more about the movement. It becomes more about the dancing, the action, the VHS, the VFX, and all of that. Like, yeah. Because again, you know, now they don't want you looking at one specific area. They want you seeing the whole dance routine. So it widens up again, and you know, so you can see the whole of the dance routine. So yeah, really, really fucking cool. Love the use of that to, yeah, sort of guide our attention to what they want us to see. But yeah, great recommendation. If there's any other music videos by STARBE that I should check out, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.